Okay, guys, welcome to tonight's very special webinar. My name is Aaron Byerlee. I'm going to be taking you through quite an amazing business model that completely changed my life and a lot of other people on this call as well. If you're looking at this for the first time, grab a pen and paper, take lots of notes. This may be for you, it may not be for you, but at the moment, for me, being an entrepreneur, and look, I'm not a networker, I'm not an online marketer. For me, I'm purely an entrepreneur. And right now, when I look at the business models out there and the opportunities that are out there, the reason I chose this particular model and this particular company is because I believe it is the fastest way to achieve your dreams in the business world today. If you want to make money, if you want to make a lot of money, if you want to make sure it's residual income and you want to do it quickly, then this is the best thing out there. And look, I've looked into everything, I've tried everything. And this is why I'm involved in this current business at the moment. And I love the products, love the business, love the people, and it completely changed my life. So, Diamond Director with Jeunesse Global, living here in Melbourne. We moved to Noosa in literally 4 weeks from today. Really looking forward to that move. That's been a dream of mine for a long time, but it wasn't that long ago that I was really struggling. So tonight we're going to talk about what are the business facts and the business trends that are out there in the marketplace today. And the reason I got out of being employed for somebody to getting into business was because 80% of people that are wealthy own their own business, 80%. And so when I read that at the ripe old age of 20, I knew that I didn't want to work for someone, be dictated by someone. I wanted to live life on my terms. I knew that from a young age. But if you own a traditional business or you have in the past, you'll know that sometimes getting into traditional business with overhead, staff, risk, you're the business. If you don't get rock up, the business suffers. To me, it ended up being I really just bought myself a full-time job. So I was working long hours, 90 hours a week. I had two gyms that I owned in Sydney, and I was stressed out. I was miserable, and I was really just getting by the time you worked out costs and overheads. There was a lot of risk involved, a lot of headaches. So I wanted something that I could build while I traveled around the world. I wanted something that I could build from home, stay at home with my family. I wanted to be able to choose my own hours, but I wanted something that was going to give me a very fast return on my part-time efforts. And once I built it, that income would keep on rolling through. And that's kind of like the pipe dream, isn't it? People think I'm going to invent something and have a stream of income, or I'm going to write a one-hit wonder song and have a stream of residual income. Well, that is possible with this business model. So we're going to talk about that today and how it can happen for you really quickly. We're going to talk about the company that's involved, the products, and the home business that could be a part-time hobby for you. It can be a full-time income. For me, I was looking for a seven-figure income. Now, I know not everyone's looking for that, but some people are, and that's what I found here with Jeunesse. So, just a few years ago, 3 years ago, I was this person, not a girl, I was a guy, but I was kind of looking that depressed. I was in a business that I lost the passion for. I'd been doing it for 10 years in the fitness industry. And as I said, I got into business to get out of being employed, bought a gym in Adelaide, and successfully built that up over a 5 year period, moved to Sydney, bought another couple of gyms and ran them up in Sydney. And things were going well. I bought a seven-figure property portfolio, which I still own to this day. But a few years gone by, I realized that I started to lose the passion for the business model that I was in. I was very much losing interest in getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, listening to people complain about their sore elbows, their sore backs, and getting home around about 9 o'clock at night, driving between my two gyms. And I was working about 90 hours a week on the floor, training people, doing my marketing, doing my admin, doing my books, and it was draining me. I was really just getting by, paying all the mortgages, paying my staff, paying the rent, and I'd completely gone from losing the passion for that to really just being so depressed of getting out of bed every single morning. So I wanted a change. I was hungry for a change. I was really living paycheck to paycheck. I was on a rat race out of employed, but I was on the traditional business rat race. So how could I find something where I could live life on my terms? And this picture on the left here is when I first moved to Sydney. I was actually living in hospital visitors' quarters, and not many people know that story. But I moved from Adelaide to Sydney. I didn't know anything about Sydney. A country boy that all of a sudden you're in the big city. And I was just a hard worker. So I used to fly to Sydney every weekend from Adelaide. I would paint my gym. I would roll the carpet out. I fitted it out with equipment. And I did that for 2 months solo before moving there and launching that gym and opening it up and just working around the clock to get that membership up. And my gym was on site at a big corporate hospital. And I got offered some cheap accommodation. I didn't have much money at the time, and I thought that'd be a great option to walk down the footpath to my gym and to save some money. But when my current girlfriend at the time, who's now my wife, when she moved over to Sydney with me a few months later, she just said, "Aaron, this accommodation is just not going to do." And over time we figured out a way to move there. And fast forward to today, that on the right hand side is the actual house that we'll be moving into in Noosa in 4 weeks' time. For those of you from overseas in the US and Canada and Africa and all the other countries that are on here tonight, Noosa is kind of like our tropical paradise, a place where everyone likes to holiday. And I fell in love with it as a kid. Always said I wanted to move there, but there's not too many six-figure corporate jobs going in Noosa. And again, I didn't want to be in traditional business in Noosa. So my solution to me, the only thing that I could think of how I wanted to live, was to go and find a home-based business and generate the type of income that would allow me comfortably to live wherever I wanted to live and build my business on the run, traveling all around the world. And I've always been a dreamer, always had this huge imagination. As a kid, I used to say to my mum, "Mum, I want to sit on the beach and make $1,000,000. And she said, that's lovely, Aaron. Good luck with that." I used to tell my teachers that, and they'd say, "Good luck. And as you get older, go get a job, go get into business, go and get an education, do something more realistic." But I just couldn't let go of those dreams. And the more technology evolved and the more this business model evolved, the quicker people were doing it. And I used to see on current affairs shows and on the internet and on Facebook, all of these people making life-changing income, residual income very, very quickly. And I thought, why not me? If them, why not me? The problem was the online business model confused me. I could send an email, I could Google something, and that was about it. Don't ask me to put an attachment on an email because I wouldn't have been able to do it. So I set off on a journey to find out about the new age of business so I could live life on my terms. And what it brought me to was this network marketing business model, which I said that I would never do. I was closed-minded to that for a period of time. But what I started to see from about 2008 onwards was people making ridiculous amounts of income in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, in under 5 years. I'd never seen or heard of that before. Traditionally, they're talking 10, 20, 30 years to make any sort of significant 6 and 7 figure residual income. I knew it was possible. I just didn't want to do what it took to get there. And, to be honest, the 20-year plan did not excite me. However, with technology changes, with no more hassling friends and family and ringing Uncle Bob 5 times a week until he said yes and going around door knocking, you didn't have to do that anymore. And doing that over a 20-year period, I'd sign up for anything else but that. So when I looked at the new age of business, with the new age of network marketing, it really excited me. Social media. We're doing a webinar right now with over 100 people on there. Imagine trying to do that in 1995. You would have had to travel to location to location to location and put on a live event to be able to present to 100 people. Now I'm sitting on the couch, my feet are up. You guys are watching me, probably got your feet up as well. We're doing a presentation. So think about how quickly now we can build a home-based business model online without any real expertise. Most of the people on this webinar tonight have copied and pasted a link and sent it on to someone else who's clicked on it and registered, and they're watching this presentation tonight. Can you copy and paste? Yes. Okay. You'll be able to build this business. We've got the systems in place for you to be able to do something part-time from home around your kids, around your current work, around your current business that's going to give you a very good return and grow really, really quickly. For me, when I found this business model, it replaced the income that I had from 2 gyms in Sydney within 9 months. 3 months later, I sold and went full-time in Jeunesse. 3 years later, Diamond Director, it was 30,000 people in my business in 60 countries around the world and averaging $80,000 per month of residual income. I want to make that clear. and move into my dream location. Just 3 years, guys. And again, you show me an online business model, an offline business model, a franchise, an eBay, and anything that you can achieve that level of income so quickly and truly is honestly residual income. I looked, I couldn't find it. And look at the industry. This is why 200 million people expected to join in the next decade. Now, that's more people that will join in the next 10 years than has joined since the industry started 100 years ago. Okay, so 1 in every 8 homes now is a home-based business, and Australia is really cashing in on that boom. And I always talk about the perfect storm. Why is it that we can do this in 3 years instead of 30 years? Well, you think about it, technology, like I spoke about, webinars, social media. We can do three-way phone calls, Skype. I mean, I've got business in US and Africa and Philippines and all around the world from a Facebook chat, okay, which turned into a Skype call, which turned into webinars, and now we go over and visit them. And that just wouldn't have been possible just a few short years ago, 10, 12 years ago. You just couldn't have done that. The economy is in our favor now. People don't know whether they're going to have a job tomorrow or not. Traditional business is hurting. Retail is hurting. It's only going to get worse. People are not only open to an alternative source of income, a plan B, a secondary income, but they're actively looking. Google searches for keywords like work from home, online business, how to make money have gone through the roof. Network marketing, residual income since 2008. The baby boomers have come of age now where the superannuation isn't working, real estate is not working, shares aren't working. I've got to have these products. I want to live forever, but I need a secondary source of income because I have to work until I'm 70. And you got baby boomers that have had 1, 2, 3, 4 kids. There's 4 billion Gen X, Gen Y. Not all of them want to go to university, but who's met a Gen Y recently? They want to be the CEO on day 2 of their job, right? Network marketing is perfect for these guys because they're great on computers, they're great with technology, and they can go to work with a very, very cheap startup cost, almost no overheads. They can't afford to go and buy a $250,000 franchise, and why would you? The new age of business. And then combine that with the rising middle class of Asia, which in 2011, James Packer said that the rising middle class of Asia will be the biggest wealth creation tool we have ever seen in our lifetime, bigger than the internet. If you can find a business model or a product that the rising middle class of Asia want, Google in one hand, credit card in the other, license to print money. That's exactly what we're talking about right here. This industry is no ma and pa business anymore. It is huge. It's bigger than the NFL. It's bigger than the music industry, bigger than the video gaming industry, the movie industry, and organic products. It's a $167 billion industry. The mainstream media has been doing articles on this now for a few years. This is the Wall Street Journal, the most respected financial newspaper in the world. The ultimate social business model. Why now is prime time? We're talking about the share prices going up 268% when everything else is going backwards. Bill Gates, skeptical at first, but said now in 2010 in the media, if I had to start all over again, I had no money, I didn't know anything about computers, I would choose network marketing. Donald Trump, Richard Branson, they always know where the money is. So they went and started up their very own network marketing companies. Warren Buffett, very smart investor. So he started investing in direct sales companies, bought a company called The Pampered Chef, and the media said cash on cash return. That's the best investment that I've ever made. He's now gone on to buy shares and outright ownership in more than a dozen network marketing companies. The point is, guys, it doesn't matter whether it's a depression, a recession, hard times, money never disappears, right? Never. People think it just vanishes. It doesn't. It just goes from the masses, which we know as the middle class, the Joneses, just getting by, to the few. Okay, you might have heard that there's more millionaires created in recessions and depressions than any other time. That is true. So it goes to the few people that understand the trends, the business models. The trends in the business models now is referral marketing. It's low overhead, it's low risk, it's online, it's global. Okay, it's not a little corner store servicing that suburb, okay, with a rent to pay and staff to pay. That's old school. Okay, that is dead. Why would you do that when you can work from home with a lifestyle business online with mentors to help you for free, with a system that's set up, products that everyone loves, log on, buy it, you make commissions from your referral tree. Okay, and what I love about this business model is the leverage. the true residual income. And that's why it's important to choose the right company with the right products, with the right people at the right time. So you look at this, Angela Lascenti, one of our superstars in our business here in Melbourne. Okay, she's got around about 4,000 people in her business. Okay, in over 20 countries, she's been able to achieve that in 1.5 years. She's never done anything like this before, and she's only enrolled 50 people herself personally. Now, if Angela got all those 4,000 people together and said, right, let's jump on a Skype call, guys. We're going to do 1 hour of work. Angela is going to get paid from starting that line of referrals that all love her product. She's going to get paid on 4,000 hours of work. Now, that would have taken me back in the gym, working in the gym by myself or as an employee, 24 weeks of working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to achieve what Angela's just achieved in 1 hour. That's called leverage. It makes compound interest look like a baby. Okay, these are the trends at the moment. Anti-aging, one of the fastest growing industries in the world. Skincare sales, 20% all through the direct sales industry. 80% of people doing this industry at the moment are female, okay? Anti-aging expected to be $1 trillion industry by 2025. So again, you got to make sure you're choosing the right company with the right product line. And with Jeunesse, okay, we're the first company to have a stem cell cosmetic line. To me, in the beginning, I grew up on a farm in the middle of nowhere, country boy, went down to Adelaide to play football. And so when I'm looking for an opportunity, the first thing I'm thinking on is a skincare company, right? Never used a skincare product in my life. And it wasn't really on my radar. So can I get passionate about this? Can I use the products? Well, again, I'm looking at this. I'm looking for an opportunity with my entrepreneurial hat on. So I'm going, okay, if 80% of everyone that's doing network marketing at the moment are female, what do they love to use and talk about? Skincare products. Okay. During the depressions and recession since 1930s all the way through till now, what's a product line that's just gone up during those times? Makeup, beauty, skincare. Okay, you might have heard of the lipstick index in the 1930s, went through the roof. People still wanted to look good even though they couldn't have enough money to eat, basically. So it's a recession-proof product line in bad times. I did some further research. 9 out of the top 10 network marketing companies in the last 50 years, their number one selling product is skincare. The rising middle class of China, remember we spoke about them. What do they love? What are they infatuated with? Skincare. And this business model. So from an entrepreneur, that made perfect sense to me. I needed to be in a company that had a cosmetic range. How do you stand out from that marketplace? Well, we have the only human-derived stem cell cosmetic line in the world today. And you wait to see the before and after pictures. So for me, I thought, you know what, I'll try it. I don't want to look 40 when I'm 40. I don't want to look 50 when I'm 50. So let's try some product. Got some great results with it. My wife got some great results with it. Everyone I've introduced it to got some great results with it. Loved the product. And then I looked at the nutritional products where my main passion lied from being a sportsman and a personal trainer, and was blown away by the cutting edge nutritional product line that they had. So for us, we had 13 boxes that we were looking for when we first started looking at this business model. When I started to discover that people were making this ridiculous amounts of money with the new age of network marketing, I thought, you know what, I need to relook at that industry. But let's choose the right company and let's do some research on that. Not the first company we come across, and bring it back from the US, and let's do a company that the everyday average person can make $2,000 a month from, 5 grand, 10 grand. And then if people want to go on and make more than that, then they've got every opportunity to do so. And we're pretty confident that Jeunesse would do that. We looked at so many companies over 12 months, met with so many scientists, so many doctors, a lot of company owners. We got offered big contracts to bring, network marketing companies back to Australia because of our, entrepreneurial resume. But if they didn't tick all 13 boxes, we did not choose them. We knew Jeunesse would do well, but we didn't expect it to do this well. Okay, some of the things we were looking for, we wanted a privately held single ownership company, because you never have a crystal ball on what might happen in the future, but we wanted it to be a long-term company. And usually public companies that have multiple ownership, multiple investors, they don't do as well long-term. Okay, people can't make decisions on how to go forward. They're always trying to impress the investor, the shareholder, okay, not us as distributors. So Jeunesse is a family-owned company with no other investors, no finance, it's debt-free. The owners are multimillionaires, started it with their own money. They had their own office, their head office, their warehouse, which they'd owned for 20 years in other business. So the chances of them being around long term were significantly high. Ground floor opportunity, that was important. Jeunesse is only 5 years old, debt free. It's number 46 already on the DSA list, and it's very important to be a member of the Direct Selling Association because, again, you've got about a 98% chance of success versus a 98% chance of failure rate if you're not. And look at the awards that Jeunesse is winning. Third fastest growing company in the world the last 2 years in a row. We're officially just announced by Forbes magazine when they do the top 500, Forbes 500. We were the number one fastest growing DSA company in all of America. We've won the Rising Star Award, won awards in Asia, we won marketing awards. We're just one of 18 companies last year that grew by more than 100 million. 18 out of 5,000 did that. We were one of them. We were the youngest company to do that by a country mile. Our scientists have won Nobel Prizes. Okay, we're the youngest company to ever be open in over 100 countries around the world. And at the moment, if Jeunesse continues on its growth curve, we will be the fastest network marketing company in history, so in over 100 years, to get to $1 billion of annualized sales. Now, what does that mean for you and me? Well, if we put our head down, we go to work, we build this business, and the company continues on that trajectory, will make a lot of money. Okay, that's where the distributor makes their money, when the company is in this huge success curve. If the company's plateauing, if it's 50 years old, if it's going backwards, if it's getting bad press, it makes our job a heck of a lot harder, no matter how talented we are. Here are the owners: Randy Ray, Wendy Lewis, the most down-to-earth, beautiful people you'll ever meet, but very, very savvy business. Randy's been voted top businessman of the year twice in Florida. Had the NASA contract. That's how he started. Got the best rags to riches story. Look it up on YouTube. It's amazing. Wendy's been voted top 20 most influential women in network marketing industry, but she just this year, or just late last year, won Entrepreneur Female of the Year. Now that is huge. So great people behind our company doing it for the right reasons. But the main reason that our company is booming is because our products work. People keep coming back month after month after month after month, in good times, in bad times, whether there's a business opportunity attached to this or not. 80% are just customers, and they buy the products because they love them, they get emotionally attached to them, they can't live without them, and they work. The first adult-derived stem cell cosmetic line in the world. Formulated by this guy, Dr. Nathan Newman. Been on every celebrity doctor show, the middle of the day extra. He's performed live stem cell lifts. He's talked about our product, gone to all the big awards nights. An incredible guy. So again, if you told me I'd be talking about skincare a couple of years ago, I'd be saying you're kidding me. But I love all of these products. I use them all. Great results. Looking younger, feeling great. But from an entrepreneurial point of view, boy, does it make sense. Yeah, you got your night cream, you got your serum, your cleanser, your body renewal, your ultimate lifting mask, and your daily complex out of day cream. So all of these products have a percentage of the magic potion in there, okay, for a lack of a better word. The magic potion is the growth factors. Okay, you can't get a more natural way to look 5 years younger, 10 years younger, 20 years younger. Okay, well, you can't argue with the science of adult stem cell technology. Okay, now there's no stem cells in our products, obviously, because stem cells don't survive outside of the human body. Your stem cells are only good for you. So if you were having a cartilage operation where they take your stem cells out of your body fat, inject them back into your knee to regrow cartilage, yes, that is possible. Now, this is the science we're talking about. You can only do that with your stem cells. But if you take stem cells out and they multiply in a petri dish in a lab, they multiply. The communication language left behind is growth factors. The growth factors are the magic we have in our skin. When we're young, 5, 10, 15, 20 years of age, our growth factors work perfectly. Our stem cells are dividing, they're communicating properly, they're abundant, and there's lots of them, and we have young looking skin. As we get older, they don't communicate as well, they diminish, they don't work as they should, so we get thinner skin, we get wrinkles, we get fine lines, we look older. So what if those growth factors could come back into play and start performing like they used to 5 years ago, 10, 15, 20 years ago. You're going to have plumper skin again. It's going to fill in the fine lines and wrinkles. You're going to have a more youthful appearance, more collagen, more elastin, over 250 different growth factors. And the growth factors are exactly the same for every single human being on the planet. It's like all of us having the same blood type or the same fingerprints. Okay, so very, very amazing product and science behind that. We also have a new product called Instantly Ageless. Now, this product, my goodness, this product for an entrepreneur is instant. It's just game changing. I don't know. I don't want to talk it up too much, but it's hard not to. They sold $1 million of this product in the US in 1 hour at the launch just a few months ago. Now, our ultimate lifting mask, when you put it on, is fantastic. You know, take it off, 20 minutes later, you look younger. It's filling all those fine lines and wrinkles. This product works in 2 minutes. You might have seen a similar product on the TV where you wipe it on, gets rid of the bags under your eyes, the coloration under your eyes, the wrinkles. And this, I tell you, it works. The difference with our product is it's all natural. You can use makeup with it where the other products you can't. And this one really works for 8 or 9 hours. So it's a little bit of a gimmick product, but I tell you what, when you see the results on it, and I'll show you a before and after picture here, the lady on the right there is the live demonstration that they did on stage, which started a stampede to get their product. The bags under her eyes, the coloration went immediately, giving her a 20-year younger complexion, which will last for 8 or 9 hours. Now, who doesn't want that when you're heading out on a hot date, when you're socializing around friends, when you just want to look as good as you can? This product is amazing. Guy on the left there, well, an obvious result with that. So instant gratification, huge low price point, $1.50 per container, $35 for a box of 20 or 30, whatever's in there. So that product will be coming to Australia in 2015. The date of that yet to be announced later in the year, but get ready for that one, already available in the US. And all our products have science behind them. That's important. There's lots of gimmick products out there on the internet you've got to be careful of. So, you know, make sure you've got approval for the products, FDA, etc., part of a DSA company, science behind them. You look at our scientists that are behind these products, nominated for Nobel Prizes. They don't just give that to any scientist or any doctor. So you can see this one here, this clinical trial. This is a $40,000 machine in Dallas, Texas. That's a new machine, new science, where you can put your hand up to this machine, your face. It'll measure your skin in real deep detail, down to the tissue, down to the cellular length. So you can see here, this lady here got her face up to the machine. They measured her spots, S, P, pores, W, wrinkles, T, texture. You can see that she did a pretty good result on spots and wrinkles, up in a sort of top 70%, but her pores and texture pretty terrible. 90 days after trying our whole product line, you can see there she's in a top 90 percentile for every aspect of her skin. They said, look, that's the best result we've had with this machine since testing lots of different skincare products. Pretty amazing result. And it's great for our belief, good science. It's in your back office. You can use that for your marketing, but it's also good for you to understand. Some of the before and after pictures we have in our team. Again, the main reason this product just sells like hotcake is people walk around and everyone says, have you had Botox? Have you had a facelift? There's something different about you. You look great. No, I'm just using this natural product, Luminous range from Jeunesse, and they go, get me a box of that immediately. So you don't have to hard sell this product. You don't have to be an entrepreneur or a salesperson. It takes care of itself because it works. And look there, 10 years younger, fills in the collagen, the elastin, getting rid of fine lines, getting rid of wrinkles. It was not made for burns or scars, acne scarring, rosacea, psoriasis, or pimples, but it just works fantastically well on all of those conditions as well. If you're skeptical, put it on the back of one of your hands, because that's the spot where you age. You'll see a big difference within 7 days. Rosacea, pigmentation. It's amazing to just restore the skin back to its prime natural condition. And Scotty Napier there, amazing result with acne scarring, completely changed his outlook. He tried everything, now building a huge business on the Gold Coast and around the world. This lady here probably had the best before and after pictures of last year. was a Mary Kay distributor actually with another skincare company line. Tried our product to prove that it didn't work, got this result. There's nothing photoshopped on there. I can guarantee you. You can ask her yourself. I can introduce you to her. Just an incredible result. It changed her life, and she went and built a big Jeunesse business, as you would, because you just couldn't keep that inside. So we've had lots of media. The media love the word stem cells. It's very marketable. You'll find that really easy. You just say the word stem cells to people in cosmetics, and they'll want to know more. They'll want the product. So Vogue magazine, Cosmo, all the beauty blogs, magazines, newspaper, they just want to do a story on the product line because it is so marketable. Our nutritional line as well, that's what I was interested in originally. So here's Dr. Vincent Giampapa. He's the guy that's actually been nominated for a Nobel Prize. I'd be really interested to see if he wins that in the medical section for his leading research on stem cell technology. He's got a great product in AM/PM, so great nutritional product. It's again, Jeunesse won't just do a skincare line, right? Anyone can do that, and there's thousands of companies that do them. But they get a stem cell cosmetic line. They won't just do a multivitamin or a nutritional product. Again, thousands of companies that already do that. You got to do something that stands out from the marketplace. So this is cutting edge science. We're not just talking about organic health and cellular health. We are now talking about the new echelon of science in genetic science, so influencing the genes. Scientists used to believe that whatever we ended up like, if you had a heart attack at 60, it's because your dad had a heart attack at 60. Well, now they're saying it's not 80% there, but just 20% of what you're given at birth with your genes will determine how you turn out. We can change things by eating better, by exercising more, by influencing that genetic makeup. And that's what our products are talking about: longevity, natural way of longevity. And it's not about living to 130 and looking like Benjamin Button, but it's being all there when you get there. So maybe you live till 90, that's great, but what's the point of living to 90 if from the age of 70 to 90 you're in a hospital and you don't know where you are and what you're doing, you can't talk, you had a stroke? What's the point of that, right? So it's about being all there when you get there and dying at 90 peacefully in your sleep. When's the last time you heard that happen? All right, that's what we should be doing. But we've got into this lifestyle of fast food and processed foods and sugars and no exercise and obesity, and we're dying of all other things. So AM/PM, you take 2 in the morning. Obviously, AM, you take PMs at night. PMs will help you sleep. They're incredible for sleep, which has got all sorts of health benefits as well. AM is great for recovery and energy throughout the day, but it does everything a multivitamin will do, everything a probiotic will do, everything essential oil will do. But it also works on some real cutting-edge science of anti-aging as well, maintaining the integrity of your telomeres, which is basically your aging clock. Talk more about that later. It also helps to produce and encourage healthy stem cells. Spoken about them. So that's the most important cell in your body for health and longevity. It also switches on an anti-aging gene that we all have, but for about 80 to 90% of the Western world, it is never activated. We have plenty of genes in our body never activated. It's called a sirtuin gene. This product will activate that, allowing us to live longer. The only other way to do that is to eat around about 40% less calories. You might have heard the 5-2 diet, or it's basically a calorie restriction diet, where you eat basically one small meal of 500 calories a day, really low calories. So without doing that, this product will mimic that and help to switch on that anti-aging gene. So it's an incredible product. We've had amazing testimonials from all different sorts of health conditions that it's helped to improve. And you combine that with Reserve, which is our resveratrol product. If you haven't heard of resveratrol, Google it. When you hear that red wine is good for you, it's because it has resveratrol in it, from a skin of a red grape. It's the most researched antioxidant in the world. Harvard University call it a modern miracle, and a lot of scientists believe it really is the key to unlocking the fountain of youth, resveratrol. We just so happen, again, backed by science, we've got a study, we can show it to you, that we have the most potent source of resveratrol that's out there. It's in a gel form, not a tablet form, so it gets absorbed straight from the packet, oxidizes straight into your bloodstream. It's a natural fruit juice. You can give this to kids in their lunchbox. I've got a 6-month-old, and I put it into his water. He loves it. So it's just a natural fruit product from a mulberry, not a red grape, so it's even more potent, combined with other super fruits like acacia, blueberry, blackberry, all these different types of amazing grape juice. And so resveratrol, an amazing antioxidant. So if you don't want to catch a cold during winter, don't want to get sick, you want those antioxidants and that energy level for sport, get on the Reserve. Incredible product for longevity. Also coming to Australia very soon, later this year, Zen Body. Again, being a personal trainer, pretty skeptical about fat loss and weight loss products. But when you look at the science behind these products, you'll be absolutely blown away on how it helps to get that metabolism back that we used to have, when we're younger. It helps to fight fat as an energy source rather than muscle. Incredible product that's really easy to use, really simple, tastes great. Get ready to look like you did when you were 21 again, coming to Australia soon. Finity can be ordered online now here as well. Incredible product, and we talked about telomeres before, and really short. This product does some incredible things similar to AMPM, but the main aspect of this product is we can now legally and scientifically say that we have an age reversal product, which is what Finity is. Legally and scientific, that's a new terminology you can go out and market and use, because in 2009 or 2007, I think 2009, the scientists won a Nobel Prize for the discovery of telomeres. Now, think of your telomeres as the short, smooth, long tips on the end of your shoelace, right? So they look like that, but then just pretend that they're on your end of your chromosomes. That's a telomere. Now, when we're born, they're perfectly long, perfectly smooth, in great shape. As our cells divide year by year, as we get older and older, those telomeres start to fray, they get shorter, and when we die, they disappear. So scientists discovered that is our aging clock, tick, 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 gone. So theoretically, what if we could slow that down? What if they didn't shorten? What if they didn't fray so quickly? What if we could re-lengthen them? Could we live forever? And so that was the Nobel Prize winner. And then just a few short years later, they found a molecule that could do exactly that. Okay, so you will not lengthen telomeres that are healthy. So you can now go to a specialist in the US. You can get your bloods done. They'll measure your cholesterol, your blood pressure, your sugar levels, and they can also now do your telomeres. So let's say you're 40 and you go and get that blood test done. They can come back and say, hey, your telomeres are looking great. They're long, they're smooth, they're looking fantastic. You got the telomeres of like a 20-year-old. You're aging really well. Keep up the exercise. You must be eating healthy. Well done. Or, hey, your telomeres are more like a 60-year-old, okay? They're half the size that they should be. They're looking damaged and frayed. You're at real risk of dying prematurely of these lifestyle diseases. Okay, TA65 is a molecule that you can take along with a healthy lifestyle that if your telomere is shorter than it should be for your age, it's damaged, right? It will re-lengthen that and protect that and help that to become better. Okay, if it's a good telomere, it's shortening it the length it should be, and it won't affect that. So you're not going to turn into Benjamin Button. There's lots of different aspects of aging. This is one of them, but incredible that we can now re-lengthen damaged telomeres for a much healthier, longer life. Incredible, incredible product. Again, we own the rights to that. No other company in the world has that molecule, only Jeunesse. We've got some great testimonials. Here's Frank. He had bad sugar levels, got on our product, and after 4 months, he can say that his his insulin levels are back to normal, thanks to the AMPM and the Reserve. So he's now building a big Jeunesse business because he's got some great health benefits. Wayne Carey, you might have heard of him, probably the best AFL footballer to play in Australia during his time. He said, look, I got these things chucked at me all the time, guys, pretty skeptical. Anyway, tried the products. After 30 days, said, I never felt better in my life, including my footy days. I'm recovering better from the gym. I'm sleeping better. I got more energy, and now building a business, and a huge advocate of the products. So that's our product range. It's short, sexy. It's an anti-aging category. If you think about Jeunesse, which is French for youth, Jeunesse is the closest thing that science can prove in 2015 to the fountain of youth. Science can actually back up with our combination of products in what we call the YES formulation, the Youth Enhancement System, from the inside out and the outside in. From a business point of view, again, we spoke about the new age of business. My first gym cost me $50,000 as a franchise, and that was pretty cheap. Okay, in Jeunesse, $32.95 in Australia. In the US, it's around $49.95. Incredible that you can have a global business in over 110 countries around the world with no staff, no overheads, no risk for $32.95 instead of $250,000 franchise where I can service a radius of a local area which I'm not allowed to go outside of. I've got to pay my staff, I've got to pay my rent, I've got risk. It just doesn't even make sense. There's 6 different ways to earn income with Jeunesse. Number 1, actually, before we get to that, what I always look for, yes, I can understand how to get paid. That all looks fantastic. I know I can do that, but I need some social proof. Yeah, that's kind of how I work. And if there's other people out there making big money, that's all I need to see, because I think if they can do it, I can do it. That's the way I've always thought about everything. If they can do it, I can do it. Why not me? There's nothing special about them. I know there's nothing special about me either, but I'm a damn hard worker, and I'm hungrier and more determined and stubborn than anyone I know. So I know that I'll learn it, and I won't give up until I've succeeded. That's just my attitude. You'll learn the rest. We'll teach you the rest. But if you've got that attitude, you'll be very good at this business. So you look at these guys. Trees is my upline. Kim's my upline. Jason's my upline. Cliff is my upline. Lyndon is my upline. Okay, they're all earning minimum. Who'd be the smallest income earner there? Probably Cliff or Lyndon, and those guys are earning around about $2 million a year now. Okay, Kim's up to $10 million per year. Jason's up to about $8 million a year. Teresa's up to about $5 million a year. Tina's up to about $2 million per year. So incredible income stats from these guys in such a short period of time. And again, $10 million in residual income per year. There's other people in network marketing earning that money, but they've been in the industry for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, right? Not 5. Incredible stuff, and success leaves clues. 40 millionaires in 5 years, breaking all the records, doubled every year, 257 million just after the 3rd year. And look, fastest growth to $1 billion if it keeps up, which will be absolutely huge in the making. In Australia here, we've already created rubies, which is the minimum 6-figure income, emeralds, multiple 6-figure income, and diamonds, 7-figure income on average, minimum 50K per month. So that is already happened here in Australia in just the last 3 years. First way to earn income, real simple, wholesale retail. So you buy the products at wholesale rate from your back office, they get delivered to your house, you can sell them at retail. So you can do internet marketing, send people to your website, they pay retail price, you make the difference. Real simple. Put a link up on your Facebook and someone buys a product, they go nuts. Expos, party plan, however you can sell product retail, go for it. About a 40 to 60% markup on our products. Number 2 is kind of like a sales bonus. So as people want to try the product, as people want to start the business and try some product to get some belief first, they can buy a once-off best buy package, which is even cheaper than wholesale. They get once-off opportunity to do that. So they can either buy a little bit of product or a whole lot of product, depending on the combination they want, skincare, nutrition, weight loss, whatever. They can get the basic pack, Supreme Jumbo, 1-year ambassador package. Now, depending on what package they come in through your website link, you'll get a once-off bonus of $25, $100, $200, or $250. So in my first week, got 10 ambassador packs through my website, $2,500 in my first week upfront money. I thought this is great, and it just got more exciting from there. So it's a great balanced plan of really good upfront money as you get started, good medium-term income with the other ways to get paid, and long-term residual with what you want as well. So this is what got me excited mainly, was the residual income, building my 2 teams. So as I've introduced my first person there on my left team and my first person there on my right team, I've started to build my 2 teams of referrals that love the products and want to tell other people about it as well. Little button on your back office that says left or it says right. You click on that button, you hit save. Anyone that joins through your website, they go on that team, left or right. Really, really simple to do. Now, every time there's product purchased through anybody on your left team, whether you put them there or not, you get points. Anyone that's purchased product on your right team, again, whether you put them there or someone else did, doesn't matter. You get the points as well. Okay, every time that happens, you make a $35 team commission. Doesn't sound like a lot of money, but you do that once a day, there's an extra $1,000 a month. And when it starts happening twice a day, 3 times a day, what happened to us the other day, 70 times in a day, it starts to get pretty exciting, and you have no idea where those product purchases are coming from. It could be Africa, Philippines, US, Canada, Australia, who knows? But people are loving the products, they're purchasing it all the time, and we just keep going 35 to ching, 35, 35, 35, 35. I love just refreshing my app. If you see me on my phone, I'm not really texting or Facebooking, I'm just refreshing my J Mobile app. I love watching it tick over. Now you can do up to 750 team commissions per week, okay? Which is $26,250 per week, US dollars. Pretty cool residual income. Now, Lyndon Bienoff, the guy that's my upline that enrolled me, has just maxed out on that this month of January, just gone. So he made 26 grand every week just in that sense of income. And that's not even scratching the surface of what we're going to talk about with the matching bonus. So as you go through the different levels in the business, and I started 3 years ago right down the bottom there as a distributor, and then I got to executive, up to, all the way up to diamond director now. And when I started, there was only a diamond and a double diamond director, so that's the top of the compensation plan. Now they've added in new ranks because so many people were hitting diamond that there's a triple diamond where you win $100,000 bonus, presidential where you win 250 grand, imperial where you get a $500,000 bonus, and crown diamond where you get a $1 million bonus for hitting that level. Very exciting stuff. I've already got people hit triple and close to imperial diamond now. But think of the matching bonus as kind of like the franchise bit. So your left team and your right team is your residual income, purchasing power. Your leadership matching bonus is your franchise or your training bonus. So if you really like helping people, training people, mentoring people, you'll get paid a lot of money in number 4, matching bonus. So franchise, so if you enroll the person on the left and then they enroll those 2 people, or someone on the right, they enroll 2 people, okay, you're going to earn 20% of every person that you personally enroll in the business. So everyone that you personally bring in, that's what we're calling your level 1. Then they bring someone into the business, they're called your level 2. So now you're making 15% of everything that they do. So let me give you a mathematical example. Let's say Ron there, that striking looking guy in the jeans and white t-shirt there on the left, you've enrolled him. He's a superstar. He knows everyone. He's a great entrepreneur. He goes on to make $1 million in year number 3. Okay, you will earn 20% of that for you personally enrolling him. So you're going to make $200,000 per year in residual income off of one person, off of Ron there. But it doesn't stop there. You're also earning 15% of every the people that he enrolls. So imagine if they're superstars as well. And 10% of everyone that they enrolled on level 3. Then 5%, 5%, 5% down to 7 levels of generation of people that you won't even know, spread out all over the world just from word of mouth. It's an incredible, leveraged, powerful business model. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. And that's where people can get up to their $5-10 million per year with that matching bonus. The customer acquisition incentive, number 5, that's just a really simple way to give yourself a bonus. So we spoke about that 20% on level 1. Okay, you can turn that into 25% or even 30% just by having 10 customers. Very simple way to give yourself 100 grand a year bonus. The diamond pool is what gets me excited more than anything these days, is because it's a pool of money. As the company grows and grows and grows in size and turnover, this diamond pool grows in size as well. Now, depending on how good my personal business is as diamond will depend on how many shares I get in that diamond pool. Okay, but let me tell you that on average, oh man, I love it. It's worth around about an extra $30,000 per month to me at the moment at the level of my diamond business. And I'm a relatively new diamond, and that just goes up and up and up. So once you start getting to diamond, that's where the real silly money comes in, and this diamond pool really is the glue to making sure we get as many shares in that as we can ongoing. And look, we've got so many testimonials through our business now. You got to understand, 3 years ago on day 1, we had 0 business testimonials, 0 product testimonials. We just went and built the business out of faith and belief in what we'd seen go before us, and it's just come to fruition. Angela never done this before. After 2 years, six-figure income, 20 countries her business is in, her lifestyle now, 25, 30 grand a month, living it up. Taylor, age 21 now, she stopped doing university, bought her dream car, traveling over the world, built a huge Jeunesse business, so young. We got sports stars, doing this business because they don't want to go and buy restaurants and pubs and clubs and, property developments. There's too much risk in our economy today. The return is not there. Network marketing, no risk. Hey, I can earn the same amount of money when I retire in 3 years' time, residually have the same lifestyle. I know so many people, and away they go. So many sports stars and celebrities are getting involved in building the business. Brodie Holland there from Collingwood in Melbourne, Stevie Baker from St Kilda in Melbourne, doing extremely, extremely well. Great guys, building a huge business, all over the world. Lyndon is a seasoned networker, so he's been doing it since he was 17. But he said he'd never hit the seven-figure mark so quickly as he did in Jeunesse. So good problem to have. Hey, Nicole Mariner, incredible story. Work from home, entrepreneur from day dot, and now traveling the world, spending it with her family. And she even grew her business, from a hospital bed when she was going through some bad health problems. So this business will just keep on growing with or without you. When I started in this business, it was about 50 countries we were opening. Then it quickly went to 85 and then 90, 100. Now it's around about 110 countries. And you got to think about, my check would be about the third the size it would be if we were not open in as many countries. And that was one lesson that I learned. And that's why I love being around a mastermind group, of other people, because this wasn't a big one on my checklist. I thought, you know what, it doesn't really matter as long as it's open in, US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, because I don't know anybody overseas. Well, how silly was I to think about that when someone in Adelaide is going to know someone in Melbourne, who knows someone in Singapore, who knows someone in US, who knows someone in Africa, who knew someone in Uganda, and so it's going to bounce around like that now with all the things I spoke about earlier, social media and YouTube and webinars. So if you're not open in that country, well, we can't enroll someone in that country, so your potential income goes way down. And I see companies now that are just open in the big countries, they haven't got that potential of growth. We're in 110 countries. We're only 5 years old. To put that in perspective, the only other network marketing companies in the arena that are open in over 100 countries are your 30, 40, 50, 60-year-old network marketing companies. There's not many of them. So it's a unique opportunity there where you've got that marketplace and that ground floor opportunity all at once. We've got some great systems to help you build your business. Every week you can jump on a training webinar to learn more about how to build a huge global business. Every Monday we have a webinar exactly like this one at the exact same time every single Monday night. We also have one followed up for the Western Standard Time. Then we have a Chinese one. We have a training one, which I mentioned. We have a USA one every Wednesday. We have live events all around the country. We have amazing online videos where you can literally just say, hey, here's how you find out more about Jeunesse. Watch this video. You'll get notified when they're on the website. We've got great country managers, got great customer service, training websites, everything you need to turnkey help you build your business. Absolutely incredible leadership in this company. If you love to travel and you love to travel for free and luxury, you're going to love Jeunesse. We do more free travel in Jeunesse than travel companies in network marketing. So I've just got back from a free trip to Hawaii, which just blew my mind. I mean, what Jeunesse had set up for us with whale watching and snorkeling and dinners and activities, the pool, the resort, it was just incredible. I spent such a magical time there with good mates, my family, my wife, my young 6-month-old. It was just magical. We'd won that trip from getting to Emerald in the business. They gave us a free trip. In June, I'm off to Tahiti, sailing around Bora Bora Islands, which is just such a massive bucket list place that I've always wanted to go to. To be able to go there flying business class for free, all expenses paid, is just mind-blowing. We're going to Vegas this year, Singapore, Noosa, Dubai, all free trips that we've won. So if you love travel, at any level of the business, you can start, the day after you join and win a free trip to Dubai, Noosa, coming up this year. So find out how you can do that. We have a lot of fun. It's a great group of people that may not look like it, but we take the business really, really seriously. We love helping people all around the world, but it's a young group of entrepreneurs that just love to have fun and to live life on their terms, because you get one shot at life. Life's too short to not do that. So if you wake up every single morning and you earn the exact income that you want, you're so passionate and happy about the job that you do and happy with the activities that you do every day by choice, then you've made it. You are living life on your terms. You don't need this. But if you would change your income, if you would change your lifestyle, maybe you would change your income, your everyday activities. If your perfect day is not being lived every single day, just say, why not? Why? Because it is possible. And the people that are succeeding in this business just wanted that. They had no other special skills of marketing or brain power or anything like that. All limited time because everyone's busy with work, job, kids, everything. But they're just determined to have that lifestyle, because otherwise, you're making just enough money so you don't quit your job, and they're just paying you just enough so you don't get fired. It just doesn't make sense to me. To just go and do that and not be happy. So, think about what your perfect day was. How much money coming in residually would you need to live that perfect day, that perfect lifestyle with your family, send them to great schools, travel the world, start a charity, play more golf, do more shopping, whatever it is for you. Sit down and work out, where's the house, where's the suburb, this is my expenses. Oh, that's how much money I'm going to need every single month coming in residually. Okay, let's go to work on that part-time and create that over the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Look about how old you'll be in 5 years' time. It is definitely possible, guys, with Jeunesse Global, with our team. We look forward to working with you. Get back to the person that invited you to this webinar with any questions. If you've got questions for me, I'm more than happy to answer them personally. Just contact me through Facebook, email, send me a text message, give me a phone call. We'll answer any questions that you have, which, if you've been writing notes and you're paying attention, you should have hundreds of questions. But just get your position, try some product, believe in the product. We'll teach you the rest. Okay, you don't need to know anything except that it's working. There's a 30-day money back guarantee. Let's give it a go, because the upside is pretty up. The downside is nothing. Okay, if you don't like the products, if you don't like us, if you don't like the business, send all the products back, get your money back. That's one outcome. You've lost nothing. Second outcome, you love the product, so you look younger and you're healthier. Pretty good outcome. Your third outcome is you make some money. They're the only three possible outcomes with the business. Products everyone needs. It's global. Answer to the economy. I love helping people. It's what gets me out of bed every morning. Jeunesse is the only company that I could find that has all of that. We look forward to joining us in Jeunesse Global. Thank you so much for participating in this webinar. Get back to the person that you saw this invitation from and say, I am in. Let's give this a go. I'm going to commit to 12 months, consistent effort, and really set myself up. So we'll see you guys on the beaches of the world, and really think about living life on your terms, because it is possible with Jeunesse Global. Thanks, guys.